Hi, my dear ones. Happy new moon solar eclipse in Taurus. This is a power-packed moon. Oh my goodness, there is so much that is coming through right now, so much energy. And it's briefly following. We just had a Jupiter Venus connection this morning, and then we had a Venus Neptune connection a couple days ago. So, really potent energy in the skies and really a powerful unfolding. If you followed my channel for a while, you know this is a great way for you to follow the moon cycles and to stay in connection with what's going on in the current energies. I appreciate every like, comment, and subscribe that helps me grow my channel and help me reach more people with these messages. It means so much to me, and I just love seeing you all here too as well. So thank you. But yes, this moon is happening today, East Coast time at 4:28. So just for your time zone, and then briefly following, literally 13 minutes later at 4:41. We have the solar eclipse that happens. And I believe it's actually over South America in pieces. So for most of us, we won't be seeing this eclipse, but it is a really potent eclipse. And it's one that's bringing in a lot of change. It's actually very near Uranus. Not completely near Uranus, but it's about 4 degrees away, which is close enough. The new moon is at 10 degrees Taurus. So having Uranus at 14 degrees Taurus is pretty darn close. So there is a possibility for shakeups. And it's really, any eclipse comes in with this offering of change, of things shifting. Sometimes change we expect, sometimes change we don't. But with Uranus there, it may be more along the lines of change we don't expect. But what's really beautiful is that the dreamy energy we've had coming in all through this past week with Jupiter and Neptune and Venus about dreaming our desires into being has allowed us this time in the dark of the moon to really contact our dreams, to really connect deep within ourselves, to know what we want going forward. And with this new moon following that so immediately, there's that feeling of like, all right, you dreamed it. Here is the initiation. Here's the spark to help that dream come true. So it really is potent. So anything that kind of unfolds in your life in the next few months, welcome that change. Welcome that with knowing, okay, it's just moving me toward exactly where I need to go. And it's a powerful unfolding, even if it shakes you up a little bit. So, and I hope for most of us, with these beautiful energies, that it will be welcome and beautiful and refreshing change, like this breath of fresh air into some of the stagnancy and some of the stuck energies that I think so much of us have been experiencing over the past couple of months. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It actually happens, if some of you are more astrology literate, this will make sense. If it doesn't, just follow along with the energy and knowing how exciting this is. But last year, when we had the Uranus-Saturn square just hammering us, basically, like, what are you going to change? What are you going to change? What are you going to change? How are you going to walk forward in a different way? The new moon today is actually happening on that same exact degree. So that's pretty potent. It's saying, okay, now you've done the work, you've done the thinking, you've done the processing, you've done the evolving, you've done the growing. Now it is time for these changes to come in. You're ready for them. So it's really, really beautiful. And I'm really excited to see what unfolds next and how these things kind of unfold and happen. So if you would like to go deeper into the energies for your own life and for your own experience and situation, I'm going to offer a new moon eclipse reading below, and I will link that so you can check that out if that calls to you. I always have a couple available every month with those. And then I would also love to do a collective 3-card reading for all of you using the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann, and I just love this deck, like the coral edging on the sides. I will link this one below too. This is actually the Kickstarter edition, so you would get the mass market edition, but still the images are the same, and it's just such a gorgeous deck. And for some reason, it's really been calling me. It feels like a very Taurus-oriented deck, since we are in the season of Taurus, and we have a Taurus new moon. Taurus is associated with Venus and all the beautiful things, so it feels like such a beautiful, beautiful deck here, and it looks like I'm a little fuzzy here. But you can pick cards 1, 2, or 3. You can pick now. You can pick at the end. You can pick more than one card. Allow yourself to trust your intuition. I think it's a great way to practice. The more we practice using our intuition and trusting ourselves in what we want and what we desire, it's really beautiful to see the messages come through and start to validate, what we were feeling inside. Okay, so for those of you who chose this card, there is a beautiful new emotional beginning for you. So a couple ways this could unfold. I feel like for some of you, there actually may be an offer to travel to an area with water, like whether that is the ocean, that if that has been in the back of your mind, that that is something that's very important and would be very healing and nourishing, especially with all you've been through. This card could also unfold, which matches the energies beautifully today, of actually getting pregnant. So if you are wanting to have a child and wanting to get pregnant, or you know you're a male bodied person and you're wanting to have a child, that there's that possibility now that's opening up to you, and a new baby, a new physical baby may be opening up in your life. And for some of you too, this can be a new relationship. So if you've been looking for love, or you've been looking for just even a new friend, I know a lot of us are feeling a lot of isolation after the last couple of years. This card is promising that there is a new connection in the wings for you. So beautiful energy there. All right, for those of you that are picking card 2 here, we got one kind of coming out. And this card is the Six of Voices, which is the Six of Swords in the traditional tarot. So this one is saying for you, if you have been through a turbulent time, if you have been feeling like things are just really, really, really tough, and you have felt like, I'm not getting anywhere, it's not getting better, this card is saying it is getting better, and things are going to be starting to shift with this eclipse energy and unfolding over the next couple of weeks to a month to bring more ease into your life, to bring more hope, to bring more possibility, to bring an expansion and a space. Like maybe you have felt like everything is closing in on you, and this card is saying there's going to be more spaciousness about your life. You're going to feel like you can breathe again. You're going to feel like things are getting easier, and that you're making it to the other side. Like in the image of this card here, we almost see like this person, and it's like that hand helping to go across what has been so difficult and what has been so sharp and pointed in your life. So trusting that there is an easing coming, my dear, and it will not be as hard as it has been. So, all right, the last card for this potent, powerful, magical day, all right, is the Page of Voices. So for those of you who get this card, there's a real offering to continue your learning in some way, or to accrue knowledge in some way. This is a very pragmatic card about the mind and really searching out what's making you curious in this moment. I even wonder if there's someone who's been considering going back to school to do therapy as a profession, or if there's just a class that's calling you. I would encourage you to take that class. If there's a book that you've been wanting to read, basically anything where you're gaining knowledge or gaining understanding about something, this card encourages you to follow that curiosity wherever you've been kind of like maybe going, maybe I'd like to do that. Maybe I'd like to go back to school. Maybe I'd like to actually get this certification. Maybe I'd like to take this a course of action that allows me to get a different job, that allows me to do something that's more aligned with what I'm interested in. So very pragmatic card. Look into what has been making you curious lately and follow that. It can be really tiny, but it can also be a big life change that kind of comes in through that. So beautiful messages for today. And I'm so grateful for each one of you. So grateful that you follow. So grateful that this is helpful and supportive to you. And I'm wishing you all a beautiful, wonderful new moon solar eclipse today. And just feel the magic of it. It is intense. If you've been feeling emotionally like, you're right in tune with the energies, but it will ease, and there's so much magic afoot. Watch for synchronicities, watch for signs, and I will catch you soon. Lots of love to you all.